How's it going, everybody? So I have a pretty simple video for you guys today. You see my trophies, 1,400. We need to get to 15K, right? And I have not lost a single game yet from 10,000, so I am going to be trying to go to 15,000 undefeated in today's video. If we can do that, that would be pretty darn epic. But yeah, in our first match here against Jude Hart Minor, I'm on my second account. I've gotten 15K on my Hunter account, of course, on the first day it came out because, you know, we all were grinding that. And then, you know, I just figured I might as well get it on this one now. So we're undefeated, having a good run. He's got minor wall breakers. I'm just going to let that wall breaker go until it's 1 HP, then Tornado. This is the perfect timing to get the King Tower activation, if you did not know. In that tile, that is it. So he goes for the Princess. We catch that. I'm going to go Expo immediately. Oh, shoot. I misclicked it. That was bad. So he's probably going to play like a Knight and then a Cannon or a Tesla, whichever building he has in his deck. I'm guessing it's Cannon. Yeah, most people like 85, or no, I would say even like 95% of log baits decks have a Cannon now. It's kind of interesting to see that nobody really uses Inferno Tower and hardly anyone uses the Tesla either in these bait type of decks. So Dark Goggins is going to get a few shots in my tower. It is what it is, but we know he has a bait deck with no big spell, because usually you never really see Dark Goblin in a deck with a rocket as well. It just doesn't work as well for some reason. Sometimes there's an occasional exception, you know. I'm just gonna have my Ice Wiz. I'm gonna play it low actually, because I don't want to place it directly into the cannon, so it would get tapped and then the Duchess would take care of that with no damage. So I want to have at least a decent bit of a counter push, if that makes sense. But I'm just gonna set up my yeah, there's the Princess. Okay, I should have pre-Tesla'd, but I was like, dude, I don't know, he might not Princess, he might Goblin Gang or something. Well, now we Goblin Gang, so we'll go Knight like this and then go ahead and activate the King Tower, or not activate it, but like pull it to the King Tower. It's already active, of course, from the start of the game with the wall breaker, but that's going to be fine right there. We're going to go ahead and just wait till double elixir, because I mean, single elixir, to be honest with you, if you guys did not know and you don't really be playing Ice Bow, or even if you do be playing Ice Bow, you almost never want to go in on offense in single unless you have a perfect situation like this right here. He just played, what is he doing? He just played 7 elixir at the river, so now we know he has 4 elixir. I'm just going to be patient, have my log prepared, go for my log now, and that's game. I mean, he can go for the Goblin Gang, I think, in a few seconds, block on the Ice Spirit there, and then we can just Knight to block the Goblin Gang in case he does go for that, and that's basically GG's just like that. So of course, you know, if they make a big error and overcommit for basically no reason or very little benefits, then of course you can punish that, of course. But I mean, usually you want to kind of chill with the Ice Bow gameplay. It's very different than 3.0 Expo, which a lot of people don't really understand. You just think Expo is Expo, right? But there is a very big difference. So that's basically GG's right here. I'm just gonna go defensive Expo. There's not really much you can do with only 40 seconds left, and of course we already have our King Tower. I mean, all the odds are stacked against him. He's gonna give up. We'll go into the next match then. Okay, up against Corbin here. Corbin 34 in this next match, another Duchess player, so it could be a similar bait deck, could be, oh, it might actually be the same deck. That would be kind of funny. Could be MK, could be, what else has wall breakers? Maybe Recruits, which I really do not want to face. Of course, Recruits is something you'd never want to see with this deck. And a lot of people ask me if you can put the Valkyrie in. Of course you can put the Valkyrie in this deck if you want. I just much prefer the Knight for the tankage. Sometimes the Knight's HP will literally save you. Like, for example, if you're facing 3.0 Expo, you're facing Mortar, any of those type of siege decks, even some other decks like, for example, P.E.K.K.A. If you face P.E.K.K.A. and the Knight can tank like an extra 2 shots because it's an Evo one, it's like beautiful. But yeah, we get the King Tower activation again. It's always key to get King Tower activation against bait decks. If they are going to allow you, a lot of good players, bait players, will not allow you to get King Tower activation. They're just going to keep pressuring you, so you have to overspend. Or if you do get King Tower, they're going to make you take damage for it, right? But this guy just kind of played a point in the Skeleton Barrel. We went ahead and grabbed that. So he does have MK. I'm just going to actually Tesla this. This is pretty darn aggressive, but I don't mind being aggressive here to start this game because I feel like we have the elixir lead. He's going to go for the queen. I'm actually going to wait a second, then pull this all the way into the opposite lane. This could be a good play here, but potentially English Hunter, please. I've got my log for the goblins. Oh, I thought he had Goblin Gang. I'm stupid. Well, that was a bad log, obviously, and then we're going to take a bit of damage from that queen on the other side. So definitely not the log we were looking for right there. I don't even know, did that log even hit the bandit? I don't think it did. Even if it did, it didn't matter, of course, because we didn't have anything to save the Expo. Anyways, so not the greatest protection of the Expo ever. Definitely could have been a lot more cleaner, but like I said last game, getting into double elixir is the key in 95% of the games. Like, most of the time, you're never going to want to go in single unless your opponent literally forces you to. Like, they play too aggressive and you have to punish, or they play so aggressive that you take damage and you're like, okay, now I have no choice but to try and get Expo locks, which is how it goes most games, to be honest, if they are a decent player. But you're going to go Evo Tesla up high right here and see what Corbin 34 wants to do. He goes MK the back. Wow, that's very tempting for me to go Expo opposite lane, but I'm going to go defensive Expo because I want to play this game smarts, and I'll make a vow to you guys right now. If you know, if I lose a game, it's going to be because I didn't play like smart, and I'm going to make sure I try and play smart all these games just to showcase you guys like that you can get to 15K with Ice Bow if you really lock in and play perfect Clash Royale. He's going going to go for the ability, so I'm going to pre-tornado this back maybe. Okay, I guess he didn't want to ability today, or what's going on with that? We'll just go Evo Knight to make sure the queen doesn't take my entire tower, and not bad, not a great start. I mean, honestly, these games are pretty close, and honestly, the closer they are at the end, the better it is for me, if that makes sense, because we're always going to be able to out-damage people at the end most of the time, unless they're playing like minor poison or graveyard poison, of course, because, I mean, just graveyard gets infinite damage in any time, basically. So I'm going to go Knight like this on top of the bandit right here to just kind of give myself a second to breathe, I guess. I've got my rocket if he queens. Okay, he does go queen, but he plays it back. I'm not going to rocket. Let's just go Tesla here to defend the MK. There's the skeleton barrel opposite lane. We can go skellies like this, log the dark goblin. I didn't even hear that dark goblin. That's how, like, little audio it gives off. But just going to go Ice Wiz on top. He's going to pop the ability with the queen, probably. You know what? I'm going to go Expo on the left-hand side. This is pretty aggressive. You're going to play something on Ice Wiz, though, at some point here. So there's the bandit. I knew he was going to play something. Yep, and we get a lock. Oh, that's actually perfect timing. We'll go Evo Tesla for this MK plus wall breakers, which is good. Then I can just go scale these up high for the MK to make sure it doesn't completely take out my Tesla super quickly, and I can, you know, just chill for a second, right? So as long as that MK doesn't jump on me, we're okay. I got to log this, of course, once again, and then we can just go ahead and go Knight down low for this skeleton barrel. Bad bandit by him. I guess he didn't. He probably expected me to tornado, not Knight, so that's fine right there. He does go for the wall breakers. I'm going to kite with these with an Expo, which I usually never do. Yeah, well, that's why I don't do it, but that was, you know, that was interesting. It still kind of got me some decent value because I'm going to take out that queen as well, which is good, and then I'm going to get a lock on tower. What is he doing? Oh my goodness, only a minute left in this game too. He's got to be careful of that Knight. That Knight's going to take his tower. Okay, we're good. So we got to pretty much defend like one more push. Really nothing strenuous here. I'm just going to go Knight up high. There's the skeleton barrel. I mean, this is a pretty easy matchup as long as I log the dark goblin, and of course I keep control of the queens. That's important as well. But I'm just going to go for the skellies down low, Expo the left-hand side here, and then I'm going to go for the Tesla on offense as well because I don't even care about that damage, to be honest. We'll go Knight for the MK so it doesn't jump. Oh, beautiful Clash Royale. I can actually NATO this back. I was going to go for the log, but I think NATO's better here, just to pull the MK back a bit further. Go for the log prediction. Okay, we do clip a queen, and then I can go for my offensive Expo the middle. We don't even need it because we can rocket to finish up the game. And yeah, another easy win right there. Just no chance for Corbin to do anything there. We kept the pressure on perfectly. We're already at 14,400, which is actually pretty good. I think that's what you get, like 130 or 150 a game. It's kind of weird how the system works. I guess it depends on your opponent a lot more too, and like what trophies they're currently at when you face them. But I think that's about 5 more wins potentially. I'm just guessing honestly, because I feel like it's very, you know, just changes and stuff. But he's gonna go for the cage. I do not want to face recruits, so hopefully we are not facing Royal Recruits Flying Machine. He's got a bomber though, so maybe it's not. Could be E-Giants. What else has bomber with cage? Maybe Lava Hound, but probably not Lava Hound. I would, you know, it's rare to see cage and Lava Hound in my opinion. I always see it a lot more in like E-Giant type of deck. So just gonna go Skellies right here and then potentially Expo here if he doesn't do anything, because I'm gonna be on 10. He's gonna have to E-Giant on top of this. That bomber should die. Oh my gosh, I'm so impatient. I'm so bad. He goes guards. Wait, what is it actually? Lava Hound? It is. Wow. Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and NATO this back. I know this is pretty aggressive, but I don't mind being aggressive in single elixir, especially when I know he's not gonna lava the river. Like if this guy lava the river right there, he'd be absolutely insane. I don't think he would have had any elixir. He would have been on like 0, and I probably could have defended super easily. So we'll just go for a Knight to Kite on top of that right there. So not a bad start at all. We know his deck for the most part. Well, not all of it because we don't know the spell, and that is definitely a crucial factor in this matchup, in this game. So honestly, he's got guards, bomber, and cage. He might have lightning. I'm not even kidding. Oh, I thought he was going to cage. That was a bad log. This is why you don't go for predictions, guys. It doesn't really change much because Supercell's nerfed the log 74 times. So now it's like, you know, it doesn't do damage anyway to towers hardly. But just going to go ahead and cycle my Larry's to back. I don't want to Tesla too early in case he does just lightning it. I have to Tesla here anyways. Okay, he probably will lightning this if he does have lightning. So I'm just going to go for the Knight like this. He has arrows. Okay, Ice Wiz dies. That sucks. He's going to go guards or cage. No, he doesn't have cage and cycle. Does he? I'm tripping. No, he does. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, we'll log the guards. That Tesla's going to kill that right there, and then I can just go for a low Ice Wizard to kill these skeleton dragons. A little bit of skeletons myself to help defend them, and that is beautiful micro right there. We take no damage, and we honestly might go, you know what, this is kind of aggressive, but whatever, I don't care. I'm just gonna go for the Expo on the river. We pretty much, like, this is a lot less hard for me than top ladder anyways, so you got to think about it like that, right? Like, I shouldn't have any troubles here. He gets the evil bomber bounce on my tower, which kind of sucks. I'm just gonna go for the Knight like this, and he does of course have the lightning now, which is not ideal for me. We never want to see lightning in any deck, but especially not Lava Hounds, because it kind of just mitigates the amount of like pressure I can put on him with expos. I'm gonna go for the expo. Actually, no, let's chill. I'm gonna go ice with the back and then try and build up a push. I want him to do a bad lightning. Look at the skellies, bro. The Larrys. Oh my gosh, those Larrys getting tanked by the knight was so huge. He's gonna lightning in a few seconds. I'm gonna go Tesla like this to kill the bomber, and then we can go for the expo if he lightnings. Oh my gosh, he got baited. I think that's gonna be game over right there because I mean he can go guards, he can go bomber, but honestly I don't know if you can stop an expo when you don't have your lightning in cycle. I'm just gonna go knight as well to tank for the goblin cage. And yeah, that's a lock. I'm almost positive that's a lock on tower here. He doesn't get the guards down, and yeah, that's going to be basically GG's. We'll Tesla just to make sure we get as much damage as possible, and then that's going to bring us into rocket range, and we're going to call it a game. We might even not need the rocket, Loki. The expo might take it itself. It does. Wow, beautiful lock right there. And yeah, one bad lightning definitely cost him that entire match. In our next match here against Tuberk, 23. Oh, he's Turkish. I know he's Turkish because of that clan. It just looks like a Turkish clan, I think. Oh my gosh, what in the world? I mean, guys, don't play like this guy, man. We have to hit him with the well played. I'm going to go ahead and grab King Tower activation because the game just started, literally. So there's not really a downside to just going ahead and grabbing that and having King Tower activation for the rest of the match. And it's a Lumberloon deck, so, you know, you can always use your Tesla to get value with the King Tower, of course, because it's going to pull it into all three towers. And then when you have all three towers shooting a balloon, what is this guy doing? Come on, guys. You're watching this guy play the game. You can everyone watching this video, I believe in you that you can get 15K. Unless you're like really underleveled, then I understand, all right? I'm not going to judge you. It's just how it is. That's just how Clash Royale is sometimes. But just going to go knight like this on top of the giant skeleton, and then we're going to see what he wants to do. I'm going to go for the expo because why not, bro? He's been playing aggressive. I might as well go aggressive too. Yeah, best or worst case scenario, I get a couple knight shots on the left. So yeah, we get 2 knight swings on the left-hand side. Of course, he defends my expo pretty easily. He's got MK giant skeleton. I'm not even like, you don't even hear any surprise in my voice because I'm not surprised, honestly. At this point, I just expect to see whatever the heck is going to happen. Like, they can always pull out anything in this type of range. It's way different than top ladder because of that fact. Like, you never know what to expect here. But just gonna go for the ice wizard. Actually, yeah, okay, let's go for the ice wizard now. I'm gonna tornado this last second over to my Tesla. He does arrows. That was good arrows. Okay, hold on. That balloon might connect. I'm gonna actually force the expo on 0. This is pretty aggressive, but I don't even care. That might get a connection. Even if it does, it does not. Wow. Even if it did, though, I don't think it mattered because I feel like he spent too much with that. He played balloon, a lumberjack, and arrows, right? That's 12 elixir. He kind of put himself in at a pretty bad deficit. He has an Inferno Dragon, which is pretty good for him, like low key right there. And I think we're in a very, very good spot right now going into double elixir. Once again, we have a huge lead, which is, you know, whenever you're winning in single elixir with Icebo, it's just like, dude, this is a great thing to see. And it's pretty much impossible to throw games as long as you know how to play the deck perfectly. When you have this big of a lead, like going into a double elixir situation, unless you face like a golem deck and they golem and just take your whole tower magically. But just gonna go Skelly's log on the lumberjack evolution and go for the knight up high as well. I'm gonna go ahead and tornado this in. Okay, ice was gonna splash. Oh, dude, I just love the tornado, bro. It's my favorite freaking spell ever because you can just make so many plays with it. Even though it got nerfed again and it's just terrible now, like genuinely like is bad. Oh my gosh, you're dead. He's so cooked. Let's go Skelly's, then let's go knight like this. He might just go ahead and sack his tower. Yeah, he's gonna sack his tower and try and take mine. I mean, we should be okay. I'm gonna tornado just to kill the bats. I was kind of hoping that lumberjack would go to the Tesla, to be honest. Okay, he goes balloon. All right, I gotta think about this because 15 seconds. We're gonna take like 2 or 3, I think 2 balloon shots because the rage spell. Then I can just go for the rocket last second. The balloon's not gonna take my entire tower in that amount of time. Even if I didn't rocket, I'm not sure if it would have taken my entire tower. But yeah, either way, we pick up another win right there against this individual. Okay, we are currently 100, or no, wait, let me do math. We're at 14,725. We're 275 trophies away. Yeah, okay. Quick math. I believe that's 2 games. Yeah, this guy's going to give me like 150 like all the other games have. And then we just need 100 more trophies after that, basically, to secure the 15K. So he's got the, unfortunately for me, he does have the Chef Tower. I hate Chef Tower. It's really, really broken. He's got Lumberjack first play. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab King Tower activation. Like I said, I just like getting King Tower activation here. So we can go NATO at the perfect time here to get the King Tower up. He goes Golden Knight. So Lumberjack, Golden Knight, could be Golem, could be... What else has Golden Knight and Lumberjack in the same deck? Maybe P.E.K.K.A. Is what I'm thinking. I'm going to go Ice Fist early so we can make sure that if he goes for the dash, we're going to be blocking it with our Knight so it doesn't get to our tower. He's got the new Spirit Empress, of course. I like that card. It's a fun card. Just going to go log on top of this. He's going to probably pop the ability, so I'm going to be forced to go for my Tesla. But honestly, think about the start. Like, we kind of had to spend, or we didn't have to, but I wanted to spend that extra elixir on the NATO, and we still get the King Tower active and take no damage. And I don't think we're down. We're down probably like 3 right now, so it's nothing even too crazy, especially be when you have the King Tower up to help you out. He's going to go for the Goblin Machine in the back. That stupid card. One of my least favorite cards in the whole game because it is so unpredictable and so overpowered in terms of the rocket itself, especially when it's over leveled. Like, oh man, it's gross. But he's going to go probably something behind this if I had to guess. I'm going to go Knight right now to tank. There's the Lumberjack. Is he just playing bridge spam? Like, does he not even have a win con? I'm guessing he's probably got like P.E.K.K.A. or something, because you usually wouldn't play this type of style and just not have any win condition, right? That wouldn't make too much sense. I do got Evo Tesla, which is not ideal. I would wish I didn't have to burn this, but it is what it is. We once again kind of pull off this defense where I don't like hate where I'm at, but also I can't really counter push, if that makes sense. So hopefully we can get these last 2 wins and remain undefeated here. He's going to go Golden Knight to back right now. I can go Ice Fist as well. But yeah, I want to know, are you guys 15K? Like, are you close to 15K? Where y'all at, bro, on ladder? I'm kind of curious. I guess on Trophy Road. But just going to go Skellies like this for the Golden Knight as well. And then potentially Expo. We'll see what he wants to do here. He goes Machine, bro. I think he's just playing Bridge Spam. I don't even think he has a win con. So we'll go Tesla to kill the Golden Knights. And then that should be fine. It's going to dash on my Tesla. Wow. Level 16 is crazy. That should be fine. I'm going to go for the Expo on offense. He has a Goblin Hut. What in the world is this? So I think he just smashed a bunch of like random cards together in a deck and called it good, because this is just like no synergy. I'm gonna go for the Rocket Tornado Predict right now. Let's go for it now. Okay, I mean, we do get the Lumberjack in there. I'm gonna go for that, and then we do not lock on tower. Knight to retarget the Golden Knight. Hold on, give me a lock here at least. I need a small bit of damage from this. Okay, at least we get the Expo on tower, thankfully, for like 400 damage, which isn't too shabby, you know, nothing to complain about for sure. There's the Goblin Hut the middle again. I can go Tesla like this right here. Oh yeah, by the way, I will be having a very, very long Ice Bow pushing video out soon, probably for 80K. So just, you know, stay tuned for that. Probably in the next couple days. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go Tesla Tornado to pull that into my Tesla. Can't speak. He's clapping it up. I am clapping it up as well, sir, for your Chef Tower. He literally does not have a win con. I mean, how does he expect to win games? I guess Spirit, Empress, and Goblin Machine cheese with Evo Lumber, but at least put like a Battle Ram in here or something, or a Ram Rider. You know, give yourself a chance. I guess Golden Knight is like kind of a win con in a way, depending on the deck you have. But just gonna go Defensive Expo. There's the Evo Goggins. We can log that off the map right now. They don't know him, son. And that's going to be just, I mean, a pretty easy win. I don't see any way we lose this game unless I have a massive, you know, just like fail. But just going to cycle my Evo Knight the back right. And then there's the Lumberjack again. I can just set up a second Tesla. We got to be careful of the Golden Knight dashes. That's like the only thing that I'm worried about in this matchup, really, is that being annoying. So he's going to go for the Empress again. I guess we'll just, you know, I guess I'll just Tornado this to make sure it dies to my Tesla, and then I can go for a late log on the Goblin Hut to make sure it dies, and that's perfect. And then I can go for my Knight like this on the Goblin Machine as well. No log for the Dark Goblin in cycle, which does kind of suck. We just gotta let it get its value, but like I said, there's no threat. Like, I don't feel threatened at all. That is just crazy how fast the Golden Knight be moving when it's going between targets like that. But just gonna go log late, and then of course the Knight up high to make sure the Lumberjack doesn't get any damage on my tower. And we're playing pretty much a perfect defensive Clash Royale game. I want to go Ice Fist the back. Don't want to play too aggressive with my Evo Teslas. Man, I feel like I'm spitting bars right now with how fast I'm talking. But just gonna go for the Skellies in a second here. Block the Evo, or not Evo, whatever the heck that's called, Spirit Empress. I can go Knight to tank for it because it's going to reset. Oh, beautiful Knight because it's going to tank for the Dark Goblin. I can go Expo on offense now. I think we have a chance to win this game in Clash Royale. Tesla here pulled the Golden Knight away in time, and we do get a lock on tower, I believe here. Yeah, there it is. And that's going to be GG's. Only 20 seconds left. We'll go Skellies to block. I can go for my Knight. Hopefully we can take his entire tower on this right-hand side. I'll log the Mother Witch as well, just because why not? Tornado to make sure it dies, and that's going to be GG right there. We just need one more rocket to finish off the game. The Expo might take it itself. Even if it doesn't, the game is completely over, and we get a perfect Clash Royale game. So one more for the 15K, I believe. Here it is, guys. We are one win away from the 15,000. Hopefully going to go perfect here, as long as I don't lose the last game. That would be depressing if we lost the literal last game to get there. So he's going to go Queen the back. I can't speak. And that's going to be fine. Tesla should be decent against that. He might have the one deck with the Pump and the Battle Ram and the Barbarians, that bridge spam type of deck. I really don't enjoy facing that deck, so hopefully he doesn't. But I'm just going to go Skellies like this and kind of wait. He's going to go for the Lumberjack the back. Interesting. I guess we'll just Knight to keep our Tesla a bit more on the HP, like having some more HP, I guess, if that makes sense. And we'll see what he wants to do for this. So I'm just going to chill. I don't really love just cycling. Okay, he's going to go Ice Golem, so I'll go Ice Wizard now. But I don't love cycling Ice Wizard back, especially against a bridge spam deck, because it doesn't really give you that much what the heck is this, tombstone? That much outplay potential. Like if they go pump, you can't really punish too much with an ice wizard. It's not really the best offensive card ever. So I'm just gonna go for the expo on the left hand side since he played his musketeer, because honestly I'm curious. He's gonna go for the abilities. I'm gonna predict it with the queen or with the tornado, and then I can just go for my skellies. Oh, he's got a barbarill. All right. I was thinking about going log, but nah, it's probably not a good idea, because I do need to defend both sides. I could go knight. I'm just gonna go log and take a bit of damage though. Save that one elixir. Maybe that one elixir can come in crucial later in the future of this game. So we're down a bit now because I don't really know what he's playing, to be honest, and you know, it's throwing me off a bit because of that fact. So I'm guessing he just has like battle ram or ram rider. He goes lumberjack, ice golem, river. That is crazy to me. I mean, ice golem buff is coming in big, guys. You're definitely seeing a lot more ice golem this season than we have in any previous season. It's very, very good. It's very good for kiting. It's very good to help keep your support cards alive, and of course it's very good to tank for any type of other units. So he goes tombstone. I'm so confused what this deck is right now. Musketeer is going to die to my expo, which is perfect. Ice was going to shoot that thing down, and then there's the queen again. I'm just going to Evo Tesla, then Skelly's try and kill it. Oh, I was trying to kill it before he popped the ability. That would have been super nice. But we still get a nice lock on tower. I still am confused as to what he's playing. I guess it's going to be like Ram Rider maybe, is what I'm thinking right now. But he does have Lumberjack, so it could be Balloon as well. One of those two, I'm guessing. But just going to go for my Knight the back. And I think we're going to do it, guys. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think we are going to get the 15k undefeated. We'll go Ice Fist the back. There's the Lumberjack. He has Evo Musketeer, right, in cycle, so I got to be careful. Yeah, there it is. That's completely wasted, though. Puts it on an Evo Knight. Literally the worst thing you could put an Evo Musketeer on the entire game, I think. I'm just going to go Rocket. Oh my gosh, does that hit Queen? I think it does. No way. Oh my gosh, that's game. Holy smokes, that might be the luckiest rocket ever. Well, to be fair, he just gave it to me, like, for no reason. I really wanted to NATO because I wasn't sure, but I was like, I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit. If it doesn't hit the queen, it doesn't hit the queen, and it hit both, and that is, like, so perfect. Okay, I think this guy's, like, trying to let me win because he's just giving me... Oh, I missed the tower. That's awkward. But he's just giving me free rockets. I can't believe we missed a tower on that. Oh my gosh, what? He's got... Okay, well, he does have balloon. I kind of should have seen that coming low-key because of the barbarill and stuff, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab the king tower activation. Even with that 11 elixir push, we defend with 10 and get king tower. I mean, geez, it's over for him, guys. The knight's on tower, the ice was on tower. We can cycle back to a rocket, and we are going to hit the 15k undefeated. A good matchup there to end it all off as well. No struggles, and we do pull it off. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this kind of grindy type of video, and of course stay tuned for the 80k special pretty darn soon. And there it is, we're getting to 15k, baby. New arena reached. Just like that, we do dominate the game right here. So good video getting to 15k. Hope you guys enjoyed, and enjoyed the Butch clip at the end as well, and have a good one. Peace.